In my first month alone, brought around 13 grand in turnover. The next month went up to 23 grand. Month three, 29, and now going into month four, we've already got a full month ahead, which is going to exceed that.
Can you quickly introduce yourself and your roofing company?
I'm Isaac. I run Stay Dry Roofing and UPVC. I've been roofing for about 10 years now, and I set up my own business around 4 years ago.
Before working with us, how were you getting your jobs?
Yeah, I mostly started with Bark, checkatrade, a bit of word of mouth as well. Putting a lot of money into it, and not getting the quality of leads, not getting the consistent work. A lot of issues for me. Yeah.
And what was the biggest challenge you were facing getting in that consistent work?
Yeah, the biggest challenge really was getting the flow of leads in to build out my working months ahead. Just couldn't really find the business, couldn't find the right jobs in the right places.
Would you say they were sort of consistent? Would you say the word of mouth was consistent, or
none of it was massively consistent? You get good and bad months. Bark and checkatrade, you get a few good leads, one here and there, and then the next 4 leads are just terrible quality. And then word of mouth, you can never truly rely on it. It's just sort of a luck of the draw thing.
How did the leads that you were getting before from Bark and checkatrade compare to the leads that you're getting from us?
Yeah, so the leads I'm getting now completely different to what I was getting with Bark and checkatrade. They're qualified jobs. They're ready to pay for big work. Genuine homeowners who are not just tire kickers, are trying to get price work.
So obviously before you were saying you would get one job in 5 leads. What is that kind of now? Well, like, in terms of the leads that we generate, is it 1 in 3, 1 in 2? What is the kind of, how good is that quality for you?
Yeah, the quality at the moment is great. I'm getting 4 to 5 genuine leads a week, closing the majority of those, really building out my working year.
What kind of made you decide to work with Ruvex?
Yeah, well, I kept seeing the ads popping up and thought, this is definitely something I could get along with and try out. Signed up, got a call within the next 5 minutes from one of your team, and from there it was just a really easy setup. Had a chat with yourself, booked myself in for a meeting, and then we went from there.
So you'd say it was pretty a no-brainer for yourself in terms of, because obviously you would have seen the testimonials as well.
Yeah, worth the investment every time.
How quickly did you start seeing the leads coming in? So obviously it does take 5 days for the campaign to set up.
It was within the week. I think it might have even been 2 or 3 days in. Picked up the phone straight away, and I went and quoted it up, and it was straight job, easy.
So your first lead was actually a job then?
Yeah.
So how many leads and jobs have you generated since starting then?
In my first month, around about 21, 22 leads. In my first month alone, brought around 13 grand in turnover. The next month went up to 23 grand. Month three, 29, and now going into month four, we've already got a full month ahead, which is going to exceed that.
How have we sort of affected your business day to day?
Yeah, it's massive stress off my shoulders, knowing I've got months ahead booked out. All my guys are working full time with me. Before that I was sort of not being able to give people full weeks, only working on my own sometimes, and now I've got a team of 3 guys, and we're all fully booked out.
Predictable. You can sort of predict what's going to happen next month as well.
Yeah, completely.
Do you feel like you've seen a return on your investment?
Yeah, 100%. I think I wouldn't be where I am now with the business if I hadn't have invested with Ruvex and grown my company. It's something which I can 100% see the value in, and would definitely recommend.
Well, that was my next question actually. Would you recommend us to other roofers looking for more work?
Yeah, I would recommend this to anyone who's trying to grow their business and expand, and reduce the stress of not having enough work.